Hey guys, we are here on the StimHack League, playing RP Glacier with Excalibur, which is the main new addition to this, and we're playing a daily business show, which we've got in our opening hand. Not too bad. Tragically, we can't really let our Indigo open on the first turn, because a lot of Leela will play indexing, and losing an Ise off the top would be just a very bad way to start our game. So we'll just do a pretty safe play, double ice, install the mental health clinic. Gonna laundry the archives, then check this out. Probably denying the clinic right away, which is smart. So we're currently ranked higher than this guy, but he's got a pretty decent win rate, so he may be underrated right now and actually be stronger than his rating would suggest. So we'll definitely be on our toes for shenanigans. This is actually a pretty bad hand. We're not getting what we need here. Blow the interns this early when he has 9 credits. No, let's not do that yet. We'll just, oh, there's a hedge fund. There we go. Should have drawn first. I think this matchup mostly favors us, even though he's getting another dirty laundry, which is quite nice for him. Because we score pretty few agendas to win. And our Nisei tokens tend to be really strong against the event runs they want to make. I think he has to kill this now, before he has to come back and kill it later. He does leave it. Maybe he thinks I haven't enough money to effectively leverage it. But the fact is that this is a good chance to draw money. Combining and pup. At this stage in the game, I feel the pup's actually better. So let's install pup. And I don't even hate putting the mental health clinic back out. Probably doesn't love face checking these. There's lucky find. Okay. Good to keep an eye on the influence that you've seen. Then you know how much out of faction things to expect, like how many multi-access cards, that sort of thing. Our mental health ticking, and I want the Jackson, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna have some extra draw power now. Future perfect. Login protocol is pretty good here. Next turn we'll throw this away and just continue building out our setup. The Caprice, I'm not sure where I want this to go yet. Sometimes it's good on HQ against criminal. You can stop the siphons, you can stop the shutdowns. But it's also wanted on the remote for purposes of scoring, obviously. Okay, a couple breakers already. We're gonna have to bottom the future perfect, get another Eli. Eli is not really what I want in my R&D. I'm going to draw once, see what we can find. Another future perfect. That's dreadful. Well, let's ice. And let's just throw both of these back in. Okay, the Nisei is a little bit better. Love for a Sundew at any moment. So the other Eli we're going to want in our remote. And then these two ice can really do whatever. The Quandary's not the best against this Rex. It's not terrible either. It's going to build up, which makes sense. So for us, we're thinking probably start setting up the remote. Like Quandary inside, Eli outside is probably fine as far as that goes. I mean, maybe even Eli Caprice is totally reasonable. Get the pup out here. There's a Sundew. We kind of need to, we need that actually. Let's do Sundew. Let's do the Eli. And the pup puts us a little bit thin. Yeah. I don't know, it's not... I think this is okay. The login protocol is going to be pretty oppressive for him. He's going to just rig up and come in for a siphon. So we are going to need the Caprice on HQ, I'm pretty sure. But with Corroder there, that means the Elis are pretty strong. Okay. Let's get another Sundew. Seems good. Let's put the Caprice out. And now you question whether we want this or not, because it's not going to do a ton. He's got 4 counters. I think I just draw with the Jackson, which I should have done earlier, but I'm kind of spacing out here, so I didn't do that. Yep. Double Sundew. Disconnect, such a shame. I hope he comes back because I feel like we're finally in a good spot in terms of economies floating. All right, he's back. Everything seems probably okay. Fingers crossed. The reconnect code is very glitchy. And sometimes when you come back, if you're like in the middle of a run, you just can't do anything. I don't know if it's the Octagon code or the way the plugin handles it, but either way, there's some serious issues there. Octagon is free, so there's that. That's too bad. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect, because these games often take like, 30, 40 minutes. Here comes the siphon. So we're going to res Eli, and we're going to res Caprice, and we're going to just... Now let's res the Baku as well. Thing is, if I lose the Psy... No. So we're going to not res this, and we're going to play the Psy game. He's probably not going to bid a ton. One here is right. Oh, really? That's tragic. Oh well. That's brutal. Now our Sundus are both dead. And yeah, it should have been 2, I guess, but I was thinking he would. Yeah, if I had bid 1 and he'd bid anything else, I could have then res the Eli to defend this Sundu. Oh, it's his end of his turn. Right, because he had to click through the Eli. Okay, that's actually less bad for us by a lot. Surugi's pretty sweet. He's coming for these. Do I ice them anymore? And then, because if I ice, I'm gonna need a remote at some point. So if I ice here, click, click. Yeah, I'm gonna need a remote eventually. So this will be a good thing to have as a scoring remote. After each, whichever one isn't trash. Now I can res Pop and then res Surugi or whatever. And logging protocol is still there too, so this does tax him heavily. Excuse me. R&D interface makes sense. Pop Eli is pretty efficient. Just need to get our ice resed here, even though it doesn't stop him. It makes it expensive for him. Inside jobs. Yeah, where's the pot? Make the inside job get burned. I'm actually happy he's using run events now because then the login protocol is still running and he's going to eventually run out. I'm also very happy this is happening now that there's 6 points in the archives just sitting pretty. So, and we know there's one Nisei on the bottom. I don't think I've shuffled yet. Oh, he still pulls in an APD. Gets rid of the protocol. Kind of annoying, actually. Oh well, what can you do? Lotus and Booth. Can I afford Booth? Will it get shut down? Let's think about this. If we do against Rex, he needs to pay 3 for the toll, 4 for strength, so 7. And this taxes him for 3. So it taxes him for a lot more for 3 credits extra. I think I want the Booth. Despite not having a ton of money for it right now, I think we just need to keep him. To keep him off on HQ. And so we want 2 ice there. Probably won't have to actually res this for a while. Triple Sundu. Good times. If I can just hang on for a few more turns, should be in pretty good shape because he doesn't have recurring economy, and he really can't as long as he's floating those 2 tags. Can't play as KD. Can't really security test either. His weakness here is the sentries. Kamainu and Tsurugi are both very hard for him to get through. Tsurugi costs 7, Kamainu costs also a lot. Let's flip this pup. Pays 2, we're gonna have to obviously put future perfects back. Login protocol is probably not worth getting again. I think hedge is right. Yeah. So now he has to go kill this. There's just no question about that. Question is, will he try to come kill one of these as well? He only has 1 click left, so he's going to pick the Sundayu off and call it a day. He doesn't. Interesting. I mean, he can eventually win an R&D if we don't get scoring at some point soon. Kamainu's definitely good. Yeah, Kamainu is definitely good. With that R&D interface, I just want to take no chances on R&D. Do I want a quandary? Not overly. I think remote-wise, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to start scoring soon. Maybe not quite yet. It's like trashing the Tsurugi to get space for the Nisei is not as exciting. What I really want to see is Ash. Ash anytime soon is fantastic for me. Because I have a Res Caprice in HQ that's kind of good where it is. Okay. So there's advantages to resing this, namely, I get to hit him for 3, then it kicks him out. Yeah, we'll do this. And then he can't bounce it when I score an agenda. Especially where he has no recurring economy. Him losing $3 is rough for him. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah, he's looking for credits. He's dead in the water. There's the Ash. That's the card we need. I think we need to do Tsurugi Quandary for a remote, or even just Tsurugi. Yeah, I think we have to do that. Well, the Quandary stops inside job, which he has probably 1 to 2 more inside jobs there. Yeah, this seems good. So next turn we can try this Nisei. If the Nisei lands, he'll bounce our Kamainu. Slightly annoying, but can't be helped. Because we gotta get moving on these agendas before he just gets a perfect hand. Well, to be honest, we have inevitability, so it's not as bad as it could be. Let's still bottom that. If we go this turn, if we wait, what do? We don't get a lot by waiting. So we definitely don't gain much by waiting. This turn we can win the Ash Trace for sure. We can res some annoying ice. We can play. Yeah. So he runs R&D here. We'll flip the Komainu so it won't get bounced. Still have enough credits for what we want to do over here, because he'll have to burn the fairy on the Komainu. The fairy is kind of the threat here because it breaks this for 0 instead of him paying like at least 4 and possibly way more. Nice bank job. That's going to be really relevant for us, for him rather. Gets to pay here and then here. So it is still less efficient because he has to run the archives first. But it's money that he certainly needs. He's burning the fairy. He must have another one in his hand. It's the only explanation. Yeah. So now he has a lot of money. So another booth or a gift. I think it's actually booth at this point. Booth is taxing. Booth is very taxing. So after we score out our Nisei, I assume he'll try to win from R&D because there's so many agendas left in there. There's actually 7 agendas left. I don't think it's right to delay any further. Because now he's got enough credits to credibly threaten to get past the Ash Trace. He's just brutally getting click compressed. He doesn't have enough clicks to trash the Sundews, to do everything he wants to do, play his bank job. Though I think it was certainly right for him to trash this Sundew much earlier. Interesting. This gets past the Caprice, which is strong. It means we want another Caprice to only got 1 copy left in the deck. We've already used our interns on this health clinic, which turned out to be very strong. We've gotten, I don't know, like what, 8 credits now out of it? Shut down the toll booth is unfortunate though. But in the end, maybe there's enough value there. Security testing. What? This doesn't make sense to me unless he wants you to just trash it, I guess. Which I do have to do. There's no question about that. Kind of want this now, right? Well, do we even care, really? Yeah, we kind of do. Starting to feel like I want the booth on the outside here. More than I wanted in R&D. Yeah, I think that's true. This is a little risky. Because now Inside Job does do a lot of work against this. I can put a third ice on the outside to stop that. Question is, how credible a threat is it? What I don't want to do is have to pay like Trace, you know, Trace 15 or so to keep him off coming in here. He's getting rid of a tag. Really interesting, because he must have Katie in hand. He needs the economy sooner or later. Gift or Jackson? I think Jackson's good now. Like, he can just lose his hand. So I think we're going to play this one. And I'll keep the Kamanu for R&D again. Maybe this isn't necessary, because I have the Nisei token. I just wanted to use it on like a makers or indexing, but maybe he's not even playing those. Maybe he's just playing like 3 RDI. It's pretty reasonable for him to do as well. So what would we gain by not scoring this turn? We gain the ability to play the Jacksons out to dilute our R&D. If we can play this out, it'll just get bounced, but then this will get bounced otherwise, so it's a bit of a wash. Put the Kamanu here, and then he wants to run. Now he just gets to bounce off that, which is fine for him. Let's just put the Jacksons out. Can dump everything back in here to dilute the agendas. Like, there's almost 1 in 3 cards now are agendas, so adding a bunch of non-agendas is strong. The other advantage of having a click left is I can reinstall the card that he bounces if I really want to. Another bank job. So I don't think we need to worry about that, really. He's still paying $2, getting 1 back, so if we would have had to pay a bunch of money for not much benefit there. Bank job there, get $18. And APD is what we want. So we can now score this. He gets to bounce something, which we really don't care if he bounces anything. Disconnect. Oh, really? This game is certainly one for us. You'd have to get very lucky on R&D. picks the ash up. Pretty irrelevant. Did that ash go somewhere? Really not sure. It's not great, but another Nisei. That's not what we want, really. We're just gonna go for this. Just gonna go for it. We can draw to delete the Nisei, it's probably fine. Jesus. Let's try to finish this up. So he hasn't been trashing the Caprice when he could have. I guess he's not planning to run here anyway. But he may have just forgotten too that he can do that. So I wonder if on his screen there's a ash in my hand. Oh boy. Yeah, we're kind of desynced a little bit. But hopefully this just doesn't matter. All right, he's gonna come in here. He should take net damage here, I think. Well, for $3, no, he's needed $3. He's gonna break. Yeah, he's gonna take net damage. Siphon Rex shutdown. Cool. ETR with a Nisei token. I think he actually gets through again, but he can't afford to take the net APD. That was my napkin math. He has another shutdown. Okay, that doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll res this again. Ninja is awful. Like, just awful. I never want to play Ninja. Like, the 3 for +5 is barfalicious. Like, just find space for Mimic and play Mimic. And then if there's big sentries, don't worry about it. What's he breaking? Yeah, we were good there. The shutdown didn't really matter because we still had enough money. It's too bad the ash glitched. It's like supposed to be in our hand, but it's just not. So that was unfortunate, but we still managed to pull it out. Sandu's running the whole game, just critical. He needed to kill these much earlier. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.